boardroom chaos, and corporate vultures looking to swoop in and pick at the bones. Has the happiest place on earth turned into the world of Game of Thrones? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're one of the new people stopping by, of about the 60% that are watching my content but aren't subscribed, well, do this. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Then go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, of course, welcome back for another round. We got something good. Also, for you guys, hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment as well. YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Okay, merch store is still going. Campaign going through February 25th. Again, raising funds for the Stuttering Foundation. So go grab yourself some Joker Wars merch and give to a good cause. Also, check out the playlist that just builds up the viewing hours. And check out the featured channels. This week, today, I will be on Legion Talk for Friday night's Royal Rumble. I'm going to leave a link to that channel down below in the description. After that, I'm going to probably be on with Potato Revan too, so I'm going to leave a link to that down below as well. And definitely check out Sunday. 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm one of the guests with Pops. He's been doing a series on What's Your Story, and this week he's featuring me, and I'm very honored to be in the class of people he's talked with. Stone Loki, Fat Steve Seagal, Saggy Melons. Next week it'll be Magitech Mags. Thank you, Pops, for having me on and be a part of this. I'm gonna leave a link to that channel down below as well. Okay, is Disney in trouble? The short answer, yes. Marvel Phase 4 was a disaster. Pixar is a disaster. Lucasfilm is a dead brand for all intents and purposes. Now that's the stuff that we see as viewers of entertainment, but that's really small compared to the revenue streams that say the parks are, or the cruise lines, or their timeshares, or merchandise, or the ad revenue they get from ESPN. The theatrical and TV stuff is way down the list. But when we're talking up in the C-suites, we're talking the corporate, executive, board member, investor level of the company. Things are getting spicy up there. And the amount of information that I have, there's just not enough time for me to put it into a 10 to 15 minute video. So I'll be giving a lot of resources that expand on the stuff. Please check all of that out. We're going to be giving you stuff from Midnight's Edge, Valiant Renegade, WW Pro, lots of stuff. So please check out all the information. Paints a very big picture. So let's go. So this all kind of started with the sudden firing of now former CEO Bob Chapek and the reinsertion of previous CEO Robert Iger. My question is, why? Why did that need to happen? Because a few months prior, Chapek was given a unanimous vote to extend his contract. So what made the board flip in literally like that? Well, we do know that under the Iger regime in 2017, a person who was fired from the accounting division went and did a whistleblower report to the SEC exposing these black holes on Disney's books to the tune of billions of dollars. So there's a theory out there that perhaps under Iger and some of the institutional investors, that CFO Christine McCarthy should try and put some funds into FTX, which was a cryptocurrency system, to get a quick return and plug up those holes. Well, we found out not too long ago that FTX was really a Ponzi scheme, the money laundering operation that went completely belly up. So everyone who invested in it lost everything. So not a good look. And with those losses, Chapek just couldn't be allowed to see that report, to see the huge losses and where the money was being diverted from. So an emergency board meeting was convened to oust Chapek. And I'm going to let the industry experts from Midnight's Edge talk about this. Again, links are down below. These are Hollywood insiders. These are big finance people. They know about a lot of this stuff, way more than me. Okay, so next, 9 days ago, remember on Monday when I talked about how Disney was going to get a new chairman of the board? Here it is. The article I'll be linking is Vanity Fair, along with other, not Vanity Fair, from Variety, along with other trades, announced that the board chair, Susan Arnold, would be stepping down and will be replaced with a existing board member. So instead of going outside to bring someone in, they decided just to promote from within the board, and they chose Mark Parker, who is the executive chair of Nike. Now, I have a few questions about this. The reason they gave for Susan Arnold stepping down was she had come to the end of her 15-year board board membership as part of their corporate bylaws, so she could no longer be the executive chair. Well, she's only been chairman for a year. So why wasn't this mentioned at all, ever? Were you going to find a way to keep extending her, or was this because we heard when Susan Arnold was announced, there was never any mention that she's only there for 1 year. So why this narrative now? Now, I mentioned Mark Parker, and I specifically mentioned Nike. Well, Nike does a lot of business, and most of their product is manufactured in China. Interesting, because Marvel for the last 2 years hasn't had a theatrical release in China. Pixar hasn't had a theatrical release in China. And they have not one, 2 theme parks in China, which the Chinese government can take from them at any point for any reason. So what this says to me is you're replacing one CEO, one executive chair, getting them out of the way and putting in someone else because they're cozy with the Chinese government. Well, so much for that female empowerment. You're going to replace a LGBT woman and replace it with a white male because he's cozy with China. And there's something else about that I'm going to talk about on Monday as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so Chapek out. Susan Arnold out. The CEO that Iger had undermined his entire tenure there, and the one person on the board, the one chair on the board that was not appointed by Iger, are now out of the way. It's recently also been told that chair that Susan Arnold held is not going to be refilled. So what we have here is we have the board of directors, all appointed by Iger, headed by Robert Iger. There was really nothing to stop him from doing what he started doing, which is pushing Disney to a very far left ideological agenda, aka woke. Not so fast. Enter Nelson Peltz. Nelson Peltz is a member of the investment group called Trion, and they have a major investment in the Walt Disney Company to the tune of just about $1 billion. Nelson Peltz wants a seat on the board, particularly Susan Arnold's seat when she steps down, the seat that Robert Iger is saying is not going to be refilled. So what we have here now, we have a proxy war going on inside the board, inside the people that control Disney. And I'm going to let Valiant Renegade has an exact timeline from a report that was filed to the SEC. And I'm going to let WDW Pro and his folks over at that parkplace.com talk about this. Again, links in the description. So final thoughts on this. Can Disney survive? Is Disney worth saving? If Iger gets his way and keeps all that power isolated with his people, his sycophants, his followers, his shills, can Disney be saved? Short answer, no. But I will say this. The drama that's playing out here is way more entertaining than anything on Disney Plus. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think I'm way off my rocker or what? Let me know. And hey, also again, hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. And again, check out Legion Talk tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And also check out Potato Revan. Links will be down in the description. And definitely check out Pops on Sunday with the series What's Your Story. Thanks for stopping back. Thanks for stopping by, folks. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday for last week's News Now. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!